It's Monday.
What's good, y'all? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I hope y'all ready for this.
I really
It is spring.
Uh-huh.
It is still Women's History Month.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
We still doing the giveaway on the road to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another beautiful day.
It is.
For those that popped out yesterday, thank you. Shout out for the whole Mogul
Much love
team.
to y'all. Definitely.
Because Mogul Market was a success yesterday.
Facts.
It was just good vibes. Like it was
was.
good vibes all around. Shout out to all the brands. Shout out to all the performers. The panel was amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Empress for holding that down for that.
Absolutely. Beautiful host.
And so yeah, it was a nice event.
Yep.
8 hours of some beautifulness.
It's really 8 hours.
It really was.
Right.
We did a whole shift.
Facts.
Listen, it's worth it. It was worth it.
It was. So y'all already know.
Okay, for those that don't know, this is Making Moguls. For y'all that don't know, I'm the one and only Service Genre Alexander. If you can't find me, you ain't looking hard enough. And that's how we're going to deal with it. That's how we're going to rock with it. To my right, your left, is the amazing, the one and only
Heavy hitter, sucker. You just always want to do that. But nah, it's the queen. It's Empress. You feel me? Where the energy is tasted and the love is felt.
Respectfully.
Every time. Welcome to the place where you either win with us.
all you watchers win, baby.
Feel me? And we got a special gem. We got a special in honor of Women's History Month. We ended y'all off with a nice little banger. A Janeable Trace, you feel me?
You're
Came through and blessed the panel yesterday. So
Absolutely.
it's live on the Instagram page.
Make sure you tune in.
Check that out.
Absolutely.
Check that out.
Dropping gems.
Check me
literally
out, y'all.
whole panel.
I'll be outside.
So we it was only right to bring the magic and double it up.
So
Double
that y'all
up.
can get like real insight, real gems, one on
Feel
one.
me?
Because
Absolutely.
we believe in making moguls, and part of making moguls is giving y'all the knowledge and giving y'all the opportunities. So you go to win with us.
Watch us win, baby.
Absolutely.
That's how we do it.
I love that.
So we're gonna start it off like we always do,
Yes.
with the small wins,
Yes.
with the little wins in between the wins that get us to where we need to go.
Absolutely.
So Empress, wait, what was your small win?
My small win this week, I'm not gonna front, was the panel. That was my first time ever doing a panel. And it was really successful. Shout out to Lydia.
Shout outs to you though.
It was just like all of the women on the panel was literally sensational. The event was like, wow, like my first Mogul Market. Shout out to Dom Smith. We love you to life.
Absolutely.
Always. It was just like really vibe. Shout out to CP
Shout
for
out to
holding it
CP,
down, like
facts.
with the vibe. Shout out to
Great
all the
DJ.
performers. Yo, amazing, right? Like you gotta say you can only love him. And then just like all the vibes, like shout out to the vendors, Stuff Delights for feeding the people, Missy's Heavenly Creations, giving them the trees. Yo, shout out to the drip on Veterans. Shout out to the drip on Imagine If. Just shout out to everybody that came through, showed us love, and just like really spread that energy in the atmosphere. It was a big win. Like it was a big win for the team. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, and that was the first Mogul Market back. So like that was something. And then like to host an all woman panel.
Yeah.
Full of it was fucking mad. If y'all haven't seen the panel,
It was incredible.
So you're gonna have to go on you're gonna have to go on the Instagram and find the panel.
you feel what I'm saying? We
While we
gonna
still have it
upload the clips to YouTube. But like, whoa, it was sensational. Like,
I had a great time.
yeah,
I had a great time. Met a lot of nice people. Network with a lot of people. So, we'll see where the future goes. I'm trying to be back at another one.
yeah. Let's go.
Feel me?
We like that. We like
Absolutely.
that.
We like that.
What was your small win?
My small win. It's like a 1-2-Z little thing.
Okay.
It was on the fact of like just realizing the community that I built around me,
Yes.
and like how not only do I show for the community, but in times that community shows up for me. Like even down to this Making Moguls team. that's growing and expanding.
Yeah,
and
I feel like every show is something.
Something. I don't know if y'all noticed the new mics. Shout out. Got new peoples in the building.
So we want to see your magic, baby.
Yeah, they want to see my magic. There we go. There we go.
Magic.
Solid. And so
Getting
had to make some quick adjustments.
Yo, shout out
That's
to
how I
our
told you.
production team.
To make it,
for
yeah.
real.
Shout out the production team. Shout out this whole entire thing just continue to evolve and grow, and like it feels really good to just be able to like breathe for a second.
Yeah.
You know, and like know that other people gonna show up.
Absolutely.
You know, you always show up.
Because it's falling into place. It's confirmation. Like,
Yeah.
Potch looking like the proudest dad over there. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then like my second part of the 1-2 in that is just like giving myself space to let go and relax.
Okay.
And
yes.
so like
yes.
I got a flight this weekend booked.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy to get on this fucking plane and get the fuck up out of
Catch
here
a
for
flight.
whole
Catch a
Bring
flight.
your
week. Flight,
suitcase,
baby.
cuz.
And
Catch
so,
a flight.
yeah.
Let it go.
It's
If you want
beautiful.
a free trip, you feel what I'm saying? Into the giveaway on the road to 1,000. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Catch a Flight
3
is
days, 2
sponsoring
nights.
vacations.
Sound
3
nice.
days, 2 nights. You heard?
Uh-huh.
Emphasis is endorsing that. You feel what I'm saying? I am. That is certified the truth. He's the
fact.
GOAT.
It's the fact. And so, yeah, I'm just here to bless the people. I'm just here to know that I'm going to handle that. You going to handle it. We all going to handle
You
it.
feel
And
what
then
I'm
we going to,
saying?
catch these flights.
Feel me? Now, our amazing guests. How you want us? You want us on Lydia, or you want Lydiannnna?
Lydia, if you know me, Lydiannnna.
Lydiannnna just sound like, yo, welcome to party.
Yeah, that's giving party. That's giving business. That's giving. That might be my little alter ego. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lydia is, home. That's family. That's friends. But definitely Lydiannnna is also family, friends, home at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's also just my business name, my performance name kind of thing. But yeah, I'm Lydiannnna.
Welcome,
What's up?
Lydiannnna.
Before we get into the big one.
All right, my small win, if anything, was taking the time to say thank you this whole week. I spoke about that yesterday.
So heavy on it.
Uh-huh.
I got enough big wins, but they held me down. There was a lot of pressure to do those things and to be present. But the smaller ones was taking those small moments to say thank you, to breathe, to relax, like you said, to center myself. And that's important.
That's so important. Like,
You know what I'm saying? We only gonna have ourselves when all of this is
it's
gone.
done. Yo, that's a fact.
And if it don't work out, you still gotta be with yourself and in tune. So saying thank you to God, thank you to everything, my support systems.
Right. Yeah.
That was my small win, because some people can't, not to say they can't say thank you, but some people don't have nobody.
Right.
I got people.
Right.
So I'm thankful.
Right.
And I got myself, so I'm
It's,
thankful.
yeah, it's just like being like having that breath, having that spirit in your body. Like that was me today. Like today, I made today very chill. Like just like I don't want to push myself today. I was like, listen, like I'm chilling. Like everything is happening. I felt so at peace. I'm laying on the grass, legit. Like I come downstairs, I walk my pup. Go to the bank, I'm laying on the grass, literally like combat boots and all that, laying on my grass. And then my neighbor, she was like, I just love you. You're such a nature girl. And I'm like, I just needed to appreciate that. So, like soon as I saw the peak of the sun, and I'm like, let me lay here. As soon as I lay down, the sun pops out all the way full circle, and just like, it's just like me and my pup on the grass, and I'm just feeling a radiation full body. And I was like, I needed this. I'm about to run upstairs and do what? Like, what am I rushing? We rush through life. I was telling her that, like, we need to stop rushing through life because we miss that blessing. Just like the little things is the blessing. So I'm just like, love you for shining that like light on gratitude for real. That's a big. That's a big small.
It's a big thing. At the same time. Feel me? Yeah.
So y'all know we came with it. Y'all know we came with a gem. So we call her Jane of all trades.
All the trades.
That's different. I ain't hear that.
I heard that yesterday.
Okay.
I forgot who was saying that.
But I definitely remember hearing
The bartender. The bartender at the event, she was like, listen, I'm a Jane of all trades. I was like, I'm going to start using that. I ain't never hear no shit like that. Like, that's fine.
No, but it's true. Because
like,
say Jack, but Jane be out here.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? It's Women's History Month, Jane of all trades. I was like, you know what, That's rocking with me. Lydiannnna is a artist, a vocalist, a CEO, a curator. Literally a little bit and little piece of everything. And we just gonna get into how did you become Lydiannnna in this season? Like, it's just like it took a lot for you to get here. You still got some time to go on the clock.
It's crazy. It's crazy. My apologies. I'm trying to get my life together real quick.
Your life is together.
All the weather in the spring.
Yeah,
and the
you
winter
already know how the government
and
is.
all
They're
this
trying to
weather.
switch it up.
I've been out here moving. But what I will say is, man, I can go way back to like my childhood, like church.
You said first of all, how old are you? Because you say your childhood like it was 30 years ago.
It was 30 years ago.
Yeah,
man.
damn near.
Nah, I'm 25.
25. Okay, so understand.
Damn near.
That's just,
Damn
this is,
near.
We rounding up in math class.
we can't-
Right,
you don't-
right.
But you can't. You don't ever want to round up in your years.
No,
Because
I'm
every
not.
moment is precious. And
Nah,
25 years to
respectfully.
be able to do what you do, that should be celebrated. That shouldn't be a 30-year-old accomplishment.
No,
You're doing that
respectfully.
at your time and your season now. So I
Absolutely.
want people to understand that it's only a quarter century, but this handling these years is putting in marks.
Absolutely.
Heavy hitter, sucker.
That's a heavy hitter. That's a heavy hitter, and that's a point right there to be made. I do say that because at the end of the day, people who do know me as well know I'm very kid-like at the same time. So I'm very serious, but I'm also very kid-like. So when I mean back when, I mean like when I was in church days, young, like I did a lot of things. I did music. I was on the choir. I was on the praise team. You feel me? So that's where the vocals came from. It's in me. I did choirs. I was a part of a lot of choirs in Harlem, Brooklyn, Manhattan. Sung at Carnegie, Madison Square Garden before.
Come on.
And those are the bigger wins in terms of choirs. But even for myself, like I've been performing since from church, from like 4 and up. Like just always being put out in the front. And you know, at the end of the day, it's like it's scary. You know, you got to fight those, you know, not the demons, but just that pressure. You know what I'm saying? You fight that pressure. I used to play the organ in church. I used to play the drums. I was all around the church. You feel me? And then I was like a youth leader at the same time. So
That's fire.
I just was around. You feel me? I was out.
You had people
active.
pouring into
Yeah, we
you.
was
It
we wasn't perfect,
right.
but we actually loved God, and I still love God. You get what I'm saying? I have a personal relationship with Him, and I'm not the churchiest person, even though I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
But I know my relationship with Him, and I know He
Right.
hold me down
It's-
consistently.
Yeah.
You feel me? So from way back then to now, even with the art, same thing. School doing art, bulletin boards, everything. You feel me? So all of that, I didn't know that was preparing me for now.
Right.
I didn't know that. I thought that was just hobbies and little things that I knew I could do quickly. Nah, it built. And the same with church, hospitality. You gotta have that.
Fact.
Let another church come over. Then now the pastor wants you to serve and speak and show off, right? That's what business is also about. Being able to handle people and work with people and communicate and hospitality and all of that kind of has brought me to this point. And I guess being that I did it for so long then, I began to love it.
Right.
But I still had to come into my own self, like, now who is Lydiannnna though? Like, I knew I could do all of this stuff, but like, how do I fit into all of this stuff and how do I make it genuinely me?
Turning that gift into
So
a
I feel
passion.
like 25, 24, 25, those years, that's when I've been learning the most right now.
Yeah, it's
About who I am right now. Like before, I thought, now I think I know a little bit more. Still learning. But yeah, all of that has brought me to who I am now. And that's
Because before you was a child, like you was a person still learning the world. You got to learn about the world to define yourself first. You got to learn what's out there to be able to use that context to define who you are, what is you, and even more what's important, what's not you.
and you gotta live. You
And you gotta live. That's how you
Yeah, like-
experience it. Like,
I definitely, I'm not gonna say I lived,
yeah,
but I lived.
yeah.
No,
I be living.
You just told me a lot of living you just did, so of course you lived. Like,
no fact.
you're not wasting life. So now, with all of that, you wear so many hats. Like, in the space that you are, like, what are the lanes that you feel you define or define you?
Wow. Repeat that for me one more time.
I wanted to know, in the spaces where you are now, since you wear so many hats, what lanes would you say you define, and what lanes do you say define you?
That's big. That's like, hold on, let me decipher that. Like,
what lanes define me, and the lanes that basically I am defining.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get what you're saying. That's just like she said, that's a deep question. I think it's interchangeable. I think it's a fusion of both. I think that when I see art, I see me. Hopefully art sees me. Like I see it.
Yeah.
Like same with my vocals. Like I don't have to tell nobody that I could sing. I usually don't. I've always been like that. If you know, you know.
No, yeah.
But it is me, and I am it. So for me, all of this defines who I am, because now people call me, like, not only do they call me Lydiannnna, but they also, like, certain people know me for different things.
Yes.
I have friends that only know me specifically about my music. Then I know specifically people that only know me about my art and my art lane. But I'm still Liddy, so it's like a fusion like that.
But you also
art,
do business
music,
things as well.
even the business side of it.
Right.
Like I said, this is from childhood and up
to now.
so I don't really know how to do too many other things but those lanes, and I try to perfect those as best as possible. You know what I'm saying? I hope I answered that question.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's definitely a fusion. My art defines me. But hold on. I like to call myself a creative. That's something that I want to try my best to use as I'm going forward. It's too much to be like I'm an artist, a vocalist. I want to be a creative.
You're
because
creative.
like I said, it is a fusion.
It's a fusion.
It's a fusion. So, yeah.
Oh.
I like that.
So as you defined yourself as like that one part of being the creative, of being the vocalist, and now at what point did you start stepping into that business aspect of like, listen, like I'm gonna go from going to the shows to now I'm booking y'all for the shows and I'm running the show? Because that's a big transition of the hat. Like it's like you elevate, you begin to step on the ladder a little bit. Like it's like, all right, like hold up, I'm not at this step no more. So yeah, everything is interchangeable, but they're like, now you the all-in-one, you the Jane of all trades. So how was that process transition into wearing that? Like now you got shoes to fill, you filled the shoes now.
I feel like I remember talking to myself at one point, like a couple years ago, again with the creative situation, that definition, like, I was like, which way I'm gonna go, which one I'm gonna pour into? Like, can I pour into one and hold those other two down? Should I pour into two of them? I just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pour into all of them. Because this is my time now, I'm young.
Right.
And if I don't do it now, you know what I'm saying? Not to say people don't get it then, but I'm trying to hustle now.
Right.
You feel me? So when it comes to that, I just feel like, yeah, my art is one thing, my music is one thing, my business is one thing, but it also promotes me and it also promotes others, and that's my main goal. I think I said that yesterday. Like, my main goal is to bring myself up first and also others. But it's also about, like what y'all say. Y'all said something like y'all can get with it or get left or see me win, right?
Yeah, you either win with us or you watch us win.
Right. So that's my mentality. Like, I literally want to provide opportunities for others to just showcase yourself. Because I remember that time when, like, I was scared to showcase myself. Like you said, yeah, I was doing choirs and stuff, but that's choirs. I'm like the 31st person in there.
Right.
It's a whole group. You can blend in or you can stand
Do your
out.
thing, you blend in, or you can stand out. It don't matter, whatever.
Right.
But I actually started my business first before I started promoting my vocals first, actually.
Okay.
So for those that don't know, what is your business?
It's called the Aura Pop-Up Shop. We promote Black New York City artists, performers, whatever you do, we will promote it. And, like, you know, we get venues, we rent out venues, and we provide a space. So it could be a party one night. We might need a bartender. We might need a edible vendor. We might need everything. It might be a yoga night. It might be a paint and sip night. It's not only for just the guests to enjoy, but it's for the vendors to show themselves, to feel like they got a space. Because we never have too many spaces as Black people. We've been creating more, though.
Yeah.
We have, right?
Yeah.
But it ain't something that you could just walk into the store and be like, I'm there, and you get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless God is on your side, period, point blank. So providing a space like that is like, all right, I could promote myself and others. My first event, I actually performed too.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like that I made the showcase for them, but I also was able to finally step out of my shell and do it. And I was shaking in my boots that whole night.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the question, like you said. It's the Aura pop-up shop. We promote Black artists. We promote everybody, like photographers, whatever you do. We want you there so that you can showcase yourself. You feel me? All throughout New York City.
That's amazing. Like I feel like it doesn't get appreciated enough, you know, because like I would never forget like things like that save artists' lives. You feel what I'm saying? Like just small events. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because it gives them that space to be their authentic selves. And as you're rising in this culture, because you got to think like most of their creations are projections of what they're experiencing.
Absolutely.
So as they're reflecting that back to the space that they at, it's a whole different level of freeness. You know, like now you can rise in your authenticity. So being a curator, a creative, seeing both sides of the point, because not everybody sees both sides. No. Some people come to the event and they like, listen, I'm just a curator, but you don't even know an artist behind the story. Like, listen, a lot of these people come here for therapy. So like the beautiful part of that is like understanding the interchangeableness of like, listen, I understand you, but how do you move with that candidness of that professionalism, understanding both sides? So like handling the artist, because you know artists could be a little wild. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I got 10 years in that experience.
You know what I'm saying? It could be a little.
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, it's like, you know, artists get catty. I've dealt with it too, like curating my own events. It's just like, so hearing from your standpoint, how has that been? Like keeping that professionalism, keeping that candidness, because people see that multifaceted. Like, come on, you know where I'm coming from. It's like,
I don't.
You feel what I'm saying? Now you in this boss shoes. So how do you view it? Like, how do you take into? I'm asking a lot of questions.
No. I get everything you're trying to say. For one, you stay stern. Like your price, your set, whatever is your set, whatever. Unless you cool with them and you decide to give them something off, it's given. Stay stern. Like with everything, performers. If it says two songs. Like sometimes they gotta understand that is what it is, because when Beyonce calls you, right, and she say be there and do this, it's gonna be that or you get left.
Facts.
So it depends on where you want to go to. Like everything prepares us for the next level, so they could take it or leave it.
Right.
You feel me? But I feel like I'm pretty professional. I try to keep communication on point as much as I can. You feel me? I try to be hospitable. You feel me? Give them a little water, give them everything they need, promote them. And yeah, like just being stern with what you say. You know what I'm saying? And I never really had no problems with any performers. And in terms of vendors as well, it gets a little catty sometimes. You know, sometimes like things start out late. Sometimes, you know, traffic, no parking. There's a lot of things that go into it, and you just gotta be transparent with them as best as you can. You know what I'm saying? Transparent, and that's it. The show still goes on.
Yeah, transparency is key. Like that's a jewel that not everybody get, because people don't want to be that vulnerable. You know, it's like, nah, I understand. It's like you give yourself space to be human.
Absolutely.
Like, and I think that part, like with business, I think this is where things get a lot shifted and altered, because everybody walking around like they so invincible. Like, nah, I got good days all the time. It's like,
Well,
I don't.
And so I would say there's a balance to find between the transparency and still representing your business, because you want to control the narrative. And so I agree with what you're saying, because transparency is key. Like, especially in moments when you cannot control. You know, like if things are running behind, you cannot control that. If the venue changed something last minute, that's not something you can control.
Right.
And so transparency is key, but also controlling your narrative and being able to accept when things don't go the way that you want it to go. Because there's times when you are transparent and some people are going to take it the wrong way. People are not going to fuck with it. And
that's
it's in
where
there,
that sternness comes from, because
I
I also just said what I really just said. And that's that. So I'm trying to be as professional and I'm trying to be as transparent because I'm a young Black woman trying to do this with not $1,000 and $1 million. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm providing, and one thing I will say, like, I'm not tooting my horn, but my first event, again, back to the first beginnings when it was a struggle. I was giving out business cards with their vendor's fee. Business cards, they got photography, like I had headshots in my first one with their like pieces.
That's fire.
You feel me? All of that was to not only showcasing myself as a brand, but also like
provide value.
Value for them to know that the aura is trying to do something big.
Right, because that's different.
When you out here like yelling and acting up over something that somebody's actually giving you that other people may not, it's like, I'm be transparent with you and tell you that, I can't do anything about whatever the situation, hypothetical. But then it's also like, I'm going to be stern because now I've been a giver.
Right.
I'm giving opportunities. I'm allowing opportunities. Like, let's all just network like we're supposed to. Let's behave like we're supposed to. You feel me? That's a big problem in our community, unfortunately, because when it's time to support each other, yes, there are supporters, but then there are also haters and people who want to make shit difficult all the time for no reason. And again, back to professionalism, I got to be like, it's okay, no problem. We're gonna see what we can do. No problem. I'm gonna call somebody. And it's like, bro, I shouldn't have to go back and forth. But that is, again, the lows, the cons of it. And there's mad pros to it. It is. Those are the things that you gotta self-regulate yourself. You can't yell at a vendor.
Right. It's
that shit'll be right on YouTube. You can't fight a vendor.
You can't fight an artist.
You can't fight an artist, and now they want to fight outside, and now they shooting up the shit. Y'all know how it go.
Yeah,
they go like out of nowhere.
Keeping that code of
all of that I keep in my head.
Yeah, keeping that code of professionalism, but keeping that code of like, this is my worth.
Absolutely.
And I can't have your frivolous behavior determine how I'm going to react. And I feel like when it comes to business, that reaction is where, like, who the world views you as and who you portray yourself as. That's when the two get confused.
Oh yeah,
a lot, because it's like, how you a business owner, you don't even know how to control your emotions. So now you looking at it as like, okay, this happened and this happened, but are you able to diffuse a situation? And like, I feel like diffusing as a business owner is so key in understanding like that value and that worth that you're bringing to the table, and just keeping that like, this is who I am. I can't have you jeopardize. This is what I worked for. Like, because especially being young in a business, people like to really test the character. Because they feel like, listen, you're not gonna last long, so let me just expose the world to you. It's that provoking game.
Also, but a lot of times it's not even that malicious.
Right.
A lot of the times it's just, I'm gonna test your boundaries because I don't know what someone setting boundaries looks like, and so sometimes it's not even. It's not even that outward. It's more self-centered. Like, I don't know what it's like. Everybody gives me. Like, I have a privilege of, I've been the cool artist and everybody lets me slide when I show up. Every other show I went to, I show up late and perform early. Why I can't do it with you?
Right.
And
I personally never care about those situations. And I'm going to say that, like, I never care about that stuff. Let's be professional as much as we can.
Right.
If I could be transparent and communicate, people could communicate. If you late, fine, say it. Cool. If you feel like you a boss and you need to be the last one, then pay up. Or come late, do what you got to do, and don't get on. Period. It's a business, and guess what? While you're worried about your issue, I have to make sure that we're all leaving out the venue by a certain time before they charge us.
And I definitely,
you're not gonna pay that.
Understand.
You know what I'm saying? So you're right. Like, there's a lot of stuff to go into that, but it's definitely difficult. And like, I know I sound a little gangster, but I have a lot of family that's always at my events that will also enforce what needs to be enforced. You get what I'm saying? Like, not even on some hard shit, just like, they got my back.
That's a support system.
They got my back.
Support
you
system.
feel me? And that's what you need.
And I love that. And even for those that don't have that support system, one thing I want to tap into in everything that you're saying is, and this is even for me myself, is the discipline, the internal discipline that comes with knowing your worth.
Yes.
Because knowing your worth and saying your worth is not that much doesn't matter if you don't treat it as such. Okay. Like if you got gold, right, and gold is worth so much, but you come home and tossing your chains on the rag, and they tarnishing and smushing, is it really worth the gold that you really like? You haven't shown that it's worth any value. And even if you haven't, when you don't show it's worth value, then other people are not going to treat it as value.
Yeah.
And that's where standing on your boundaries is having the discipline to say no to yourself first, to say this is not how I'm going to treat something, this is how I'm going to treat it, so that other people in kind, so it's easier to enforce on other people. And that's something I have to learn and still have to learn, in enforcing the boundaries on myself, and the discipline that comes in enforcing those boundaries on myself, so that battle. I don't let other people slide. And it becomes easier to not let somebody slide because I don't let myself slide. And if I don't let myself handle this certain things, then I'm not going to let you, who don't stand in my shoes,
DeMarco, drop a bomb.
Handle me in such a way. And so that's how I really want to handle it. That's really how I want to handle it. You know, I want to impart that, because and discipline comes, and again, this is even speaking to things I have to learn. That discipline comes in a space of everyday checks and balances, understanding and taking the personal out of the discipline, because a lot of the times, whether it be external, like this is our business and we're personal with it, or internal, like damn, I'm beating myself up about it. It doesn't matter. It's either it's done or not done. If you didn't do it, beating yourself about it only makes you not do it more. It doesn't matter. You got to take yourself out of it and be like, okay, it wasn't done. What can I do to make it done?
What's the next one?
And when I'm doing it, what can I do to keep doing it? It doesn't matter the personal. Like the personal can celebrate what's happening. The personal can recognize it. But the personal should not have a space in the decision and in the movement of creating that discipline. It is just the checks and the balances.
It's having that level of like, okay, regardless, I am still a brand. Like,
regardless, I still have this goal.
I mean, it's hard.
You
know?
Yeah,
it is. It's very difficult.
Like
I don't do it on myself.
I've been on both sides. So like I said, being a business, it's a lot more that you got that's at stake. So like I said, I understand being a performer. I understand being a vendor. I understand it all. But as the brand, listen, liabilities like this, like that, like that. That shit is the one that will take you out, as opposed to I'm just a performer and I'm mad because I ain't start or whatever the case may be. So my love is to everybody that I want to bring on, right? But please, like let's continue to bring each other up. Don't pull me down when I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, uplift us all. Let's all get through. You feel me?
Facts. It's like,
let's all get through as we can.
Right, because at the end of the day, we're still on. We're moving to the races to really conquer that big feat. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always say, small things to a giant, because it be those little things that we don't pay attention to. That it's like, is this really affected? Is this really? Can we not get over this? And will we let this affect the whole trajectory of the event? And like, being all of these things and understanding these introspects and retrospects, it's like, okay, now you're balancing how to deal with people. Now, I say, as you're building your team, how is like learning that discipline with your team, you know? Because it's also like having that vulnerability to say, listen, I'm not going to do it all. This is what I got to have in place for you. This is what you need to do. So how does that same accord follow? I know it's the sternness.
This was what I wanted to eat. I wanted to shout out my manager. Timmy. That's my baby. She is like she's the backbone of the aura too. You feel me? Like, she's a young Black woman, very educated, very smart. So while I'm handling a lot of stuff, when I mean she uplifts me, like not just with encouragement, but like when I was on my little hiatus, like my father passed away in 2021. So I took a real good break. You feel me? A real good one. She texted me like, yo, just let me know when you're ready for the next one. Just let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you want me to do this. So having that support system with her is amazing.
Right.
Because if I can't do something, if I can't post a flyer, if I can't reach out, she's on it. She's on it. And the transparency between me and her is everything. Communication, everything. That's the one that know everything, and that's the one that has been really putting in that work, because your team gotta love the vision as well.
Yes.
they also got to respect you. And she actually respects me, and she actually encourages me. People, they don't always encourage you, you know, and sometimes it be hateration. So yeah, like,
it's like, I'm gonna love you to an extent.
Yeah,
Just don't get above me.
She and that's why while she promotes us, she can always promote herself because she has a billion businesses. She crochets. She Campus Cravings is her She makes like drinks and like fruits with like it's just crazy. She does a lot of things. You feel me? So
shout out to you, Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy, and my brother as well. That's DJ Obi.
What's good, bro?
That's my homie. He's my backbone as well. He's always there. My team is actually incredible. I have no problems with them.
Love it.
So it ain't the team. It just be other circumstances that be just like pew, 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 pew. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The team is amazing.
That's beautiful. Like, to have that foundation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to be a young black woman entrepreneur, like we just gonna like the Jane of all trades, the entrepreneur mogul, right? To have a strong team at this age, that's rare. I'm not gonna front because it's like, you know, even me myself, like I won't say I don't have a solid team. However, like I'm still figuring out. Like, you know, like I know that like when it comes to like events and like my sister, she'd be like, yo, look, I got you. But she'd be like, she's one of those, like, yo, shout out to my big sister Rashi, Tajima, all of y'all. Love y'all. Like they're like, don't give me a title. They're very like, but my sister Rashi, she's now stepped into like, all right, I'm gonna be a project manager because this is what she's doing personally. So she had to find a love in that. Like she started taking what she was doing in her personal life serious. Like, yo, look, like now she's going to school. She used one of them, like we did an event together and she was my project manager for the event and she used that as her final. Like, and that's for her master's. So that's for me, that's like, we ain't never do an event like my sister ain't never even seen me perform before that. So like to plan something like that is like, okay, like she be like, this is what I am, but unofficially don't like it's like, and I take it. You feel what I'm saying? Everything else, I just like, you know, like my family's really supportive. They're also like, listen, we don't want title. Like I don't know. I think they're one of those things.
They just gonna support.
You feel what I'm saying?
They don't want to have no name, no nothing. They just want to give like, freely.
We here for you.
Absolutely.
It's also like mixing that family with like business. They're very like thin line. So they're very like, listen, like we don't want to say this is business, but we just love you.
That one could be harder than the one with the regular people, with other people. Like But at the end of the day, it's something to learn. You know, I'm very open to learning right now, and the L's is not losses. These is definitely learning experiences.
Facts.
Everything that I've been through so far has been learning. Like, I actually be just like letting shit roll off my back. I be crying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, not OD either. But I be crying.
They be like, yo, like, all right.
I allow myself to go through those moments because if you don't, then you're gonna be a angry ass. You feel me? You wanna just handle that. But I'm not scared of nothing right now. I'm actually getting more and more hype.
Yeah, like
the more and more I'm outside and doing more stuff, I'm like, I could do this for life. You feel me? And you gotta get to that because it's hard.
That's
that, right? And I love that. In that moments when you hype or when you are crying and you have to tap into yourself, what is the why that like helps you center? Like what is
that's a big one.
Like
what help bring you back?
Gospel music, man. I promise y'all, I am not the churchiest person. I curse a lot. But gospel music, that's probably the most music I got on my Apple Music. If I'm not doing nothing else, I'm actually bumping to like Hezekiah Walker. Somebody is going to uplift my spirit real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to talk to too many people other than my friends that are my close-knit friends. But literally, and I won't even say that I pray all the time, but the gospel being that I'm a vocalist, that's how I commune. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand
And that releases. If I got to sing for like 30 an hour, I'm feeling good, and that's how I tune myself back in, even with them crying moments. Like I be crying,
Understanding that purpose, like,
and I'm not even scared to cry. Like I dead ass be crying because like get it out now, like get it out now. Why sit there and not tune in? Just you know what I'm saying? Let it out. Get in tune with your feelings, and then therefore you can be your authentic self and go out there and handle business correctly. So, yeah, that's what's been helping me so far. And meditating again, praying, keeping good people with encouraging words around me, and also encouraging myself.
right.
And I've been doing affirmations in the morning.
I love that.
So I'm not perfect at it, but these are the things that I'm growing up as a 25-year-old. It's something I've been implementing this year, and it's been helping me out.
Okay.
I love that. As you grow your brand, right, and you start to, because with one thing that stood out to me was when you was talking about Timmy, you was like, she understands my vision. So what does your vision look like? Like I
love this question.
You ain't gotta give them the drip. You ain't gotta give them the secret. But what does the vision of Lydiannnna looks like? Because you are a powerful being. I'm not even going to front. Like the way I like your vibration that I feel sitting next to you, even yesterday was like you have this frequency, and like light spirits could always recognize a light spirit.
Absolutely.
And like your vision, I know is gonna motivate. It's gonna motivate the nation. It's gonna move a nation. So what that look like?
Listen, my vision, my long-term goal, and I don't know where else I may go. But my one for New York City is to get my own event space, right?
Hey,
Yes.
that's what's up.
I love to rent them out. It's great. It's spectacular, but it's bread. And if I'm gonna be putting bread into it, I'd rather be
Talk
putting
about
bread
it.
into my spot.
Uh-huh.
An open space, like nothing there but openness. Meaning, like if you want to have a party, have a party. An open mic, have open mic. If you want to have photographers come in and need to rent it out, like I want a space that people can do their thing and know that they could come in here and do business. Period. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a dinner party? Poppin'. You want to have a launch party for your business, or if you want to finally like have an album release, hit me up.
Right.
I want it to be a space where everybody can find everybody, a home, but also just like a spot where everybody know that they could come and produce what they need to produce. And I have a lot of youngins under me that is gonna need that. That's why I'm hustling now.
Right.
Because once they get out of college, they gonna need somewhere to be, somewhere. And I don't want them in the streets. I need them to come to the spot and listen. I'm going here. I need you to watch the spot. I need you to focus. I need you to be in a recording studio. I need you to be doing. So it's a branching off of things. That's my main goal. And yeah, if I sing somewhere popping, that'd be nice. If my art pop off, that'd be great too. But right now that's looking like my main goal.
That's a seeded mission. Right?
I'm not playing. I'm so ready for that. Shit.
And I feel like to know that, like I always tell people, like it's cool to have your gifts be for you.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you something about a blessing. When your seeds can feed generations, that's when your seeds truly blossom.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing about seeding your watering your own.
And you don't gotta have money. You don't gotta be bougie. Like come to the spot, bro.
Right.
Come network with somebody. Let's open up the networking with our black people. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta go over there and come through. And as long as your ethic is right and your heart is right and your aura, because that's why I named it that. Your aura is right. When I see you, you can create with us.
Yeah,
let's make the community open.
That's so big because community is not about your networkers. It's not about your network. It's your network because your network is your network. So like we so easily get distracted by who we see, I think in our beginning, we was just talking about this 4 episodes ago, knowing how to use the people around you, because the people around you, if it's 6 millionaires in your circle, it's 7, but million don't start with the money, that start with the mind. So when you understand that, you feel what I'm saying? When you understand that and you embody that in your mind, body, and spirit, you understand how that multiply. Because with forgot her name. But what Queen said yesterday was love is the highest frequency. So when you do things with a pure intent and a pure mind to do something for the next generation, and you like, yo, listen, it's gonna be a lot of snakes that come your way during this process. 110, because
I'm
your
double
purpose.
protected.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's when you gotta understand your protection come full circle, because
Double protected.
as you're rising, it's gonna be 10 things that's gonna come your way, because you're so close. Like when you close, the higher the level, the greater the devil. And like you know, you're on a mission to have your brand be able to open that door to so many more brands. Same thing with Vagina. Like Vagina is very, very fucking humble. Like you're like so fucking humble.
I'm about to
like,
say it. Like,
I'm
but
not,
those are the ones that get ran over.
you know, like,
damn, can we get a break?
and it's just like just understanding that humility. Like it's like all of them in the room is like really humble. Like sometimes I'll be like, yo, talk y'all shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, sometimes God say, humble as the sword, but also Jesus flipped the table. Don't forget.
Hey, he did it.
You feel what I'm saying? Don't forget. So like just on this level of just becoming who you're becoming, how do you know when to turn that humility, like not off, but to know that let your gift shine. Like as an artist, how do you like really say, listen, like because they want the humble person all the time. So it's like how you do that switch and not do it in like a snobby way, but just having that graceful, like, this is who I am.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people say I got like a smooth talk, but I be dead ass. So maybe it's just how I convey shit and how I be talking that, like, you know, I know how to kind of like soothe the savage beast. Like, you kind of coming at me, like, either I'll be silent and you just be sitting there looking dumb, or I'll just like say something to you, and it's no way that you still gonna keep trying to attack me and hurt me because you just sitting there looking dumb. Right. So like, I don't really know. It just gotta be the moment of, you know, I stay humble. I don't give a fuck. Like, stay humble. It's important to stay humble. They not blessing you. God is blessing you. Right. He the one that's watching. He gonna tell you when you could talk your shit. And sometimes you don't gotta talk. Millionaires don't even have the change. The real ones, they don't have to talk nothing. They just sit there and be.
Yeah,
that's where we're trying to be.
Skippies and New Balances.
And I like when people
I like that.
I like when people think I'm nothing, actually. Keep that mentality, please, because one day will be that day, and that's fine, and that's really dandy. You know what I'm saying? And I'ma still try to show love. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to show love.
That's powerful, right?
Yeah.
Like, to be who you are.
And I do let my voice talk his shit. You feel me? Right now I'm coughing and shit, but like, if somebody was to ask me that, then I'll sing for you. And then that's how it be.
No, we got a little snippet yesterday, but I told her stop. I thought I was Timmy for a second. I was like, stop and tell him book you. Don't play no.
Yep. I remember that.
I was like, listen.
Cut him off right quick.
I'm like, yo, look.
16. Cut it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was
catching me.
She was about to get him a whole like, tell him book you. You serious? Like, don't waste people's time. I'm very big on that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know she gifted. She ain't just coming here talking shit. Like,
you don't have to. You don't have to do nothing but be you.
Yeah, I ain't like.
If they not watching that, they gonna see.
Well, let's make it moguls. We ain't gonna invite nobody up here that's not gonna be.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was like
lineup was great.
Hitting them with the sing. I'm like, she ain't gotta sing.
I was gonna do it because the pressure was on. I said, all right, let me fucking do it.
And she hit it, and I was like, enough. God has spoken.
That's it.
So, what advice? This is how we gonna get them. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give? Cause you got the youngest. Like, nation builders, we different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of blessing God got for us, right? But what advice would you give to somebody that's trying to, that's striving, not even trying? We gotta stop saying trying. Striving, because they making the moves. If you're thinking about it, it's there. What advice would you give to someone, a youngin, coming up in the game? Because you 25, baby. I'm 24, so this is like
I would say we young.
We here. You feel what I'm saying? What advice would you give to the next younger that's saying, listen, I want to be the next creative? How do they hone in on that title as a creative? Because you're not just an artist. Don't limit yourself. I say don't limit yourself.
I say don't.
Let them respect that creative aspect. So what advice would you give to the next upcoming mogul, creative mogul, we gonna say?
Be outside. And not drama. Be outside. Like, make sure that you know who you have around. Go network. Go branch out. If you have one painting, bring it. If you have 7, bring it. If you have none, have something that you can still show. Because at the end of the day, it's going to pay off. Don't worry about having everything together. Nah, get out there first and speak to people. Let them know who you are. Because they will see, you feel me? And then all of that, when you network, right, you'll meet people that will help you get to where you don't got to make the same mistakes as the older generation, you feel me?
Helpers.
You can find the right people by speaking up and showing yourself. So that's what I'm going to say. Show yourself, stay wise, stay prayed up, stay connected, you feel me? And yeah, that's all I got for them right now.
Heavy hitter.
Feel me?
Stay
safe. Stay safe out here in these streets.
That's a fact. And so,
Absolutely.
what I gotta ask then?
Yeah.
What's next?
Fact.
What's next for Lydiannnna?
Well, what's next for Lydiannnna? I'm always performing, so yeah, I'll definitely be posting that.
So definitely follow on social media.
Yeah, follow me at _Lydiannnna, LYDIANNNNA. That's 4 of them. All right, that's 4, actually 4. Not only that, but yes, Under the Aura pop-up shop. I have an event April 29th.
Ooh.
It's gonna be in Manhattan. It's gonna be hot as. And it's going to be lit. Basically, we got musicians. They're going to come. They're going to do their thing. We got vocalists that's going to step up. Rappers. We all creating in one space. Networking, talking, eating, chilling, vibing like we always do. So just pull up. Also add the Aura pop-up shop. It's the Aura _ pop-up shop. So yeah, you'll see us. And I'll be outside all the time. You'll see me somewhere at an event with something. Singing, doing art, something.
I love that.
It sound like a Lydiannnna samba. It's
this summer about to be lit.
Lydia, yeah. Oh Lord, I like that.
The summer gonna be lit. See me outside.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it's the vibe you come with. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like never forget that authenticity gonna speak in a room. Like. Soft spoken and all that, like this a big body. You would have thought she was 7 feet sitting next to me. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is
humble is how I look and how I present myself the first time. Feel me?
Talk about it.
The second time after you however you treat me is what you get next. You feel me? But I'm coming with love the first time.
Love that.
I'm coming with respect the first time.
Yeah,
so that's what I like to give.
I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like I was happy as hell when you said yes. I said yes.
So I saw her. I was like, oh, pleasure.
Feel what I'm saying?
Pleasure.
Heavy hitter.
And I met some incredible. I keep saying incredible women. Like I learned so much from them as well. You got to be able to know who you are, but learn something. Like I learn from them. Like I'm gonna communicate with them. Like how can we communicate and network? Y'all too. Like just. Everybody in general, you feel me?
Let's go.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, because I didn't want to miss this, because you also work with artists and provide services and connecting with them, right? Yes. So I want you to let the people know, like, what you provide and what they could connect with you. Again, we want to make sure these jewels and these gems get out there.
Listen, it all depends on the event, but if you want to have an event, you can also reach out to me and we can talk about whether it's a collaboration or if you need me to help promote you as an artist in the event space, let me know. It can be anything, as in a paint and sip, an actual art show, an auction, whatever you want. Let's communicate and talk about it.
Let's go.
It's a free thing for me. It's a free, whatever you want, I want it too. Let's communicate. Let's actually.
Go. That's how you make it bigger.
Yeah, let's make it work. You feel me?
Make it bigger.
And the support is there if the support is given as well.
Yeah.
So, especially for artists.
That's a gem.
So tap in.
Yeah, tap in. And also, if there's any artists that want to showcase their work at the jam session, please contact with me. Like they got wall space. Why not? Fuck it.
Let's go.
Got wall space. It'll add to the ambiance. So please definitely let me know.
Come on.
And that's a free thing to do. You feel me?
That's dope.
Absolutely.
That's dope.
Yo,
This episode was gems
like,
and gems and gems.
I knew it was gonna be.
I had an incredible time.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be what it needed to be, like when I met her. Like, you know, when you meet somebody, it's the whole how they carry themselves. You know, you can always see a saint from a fool. You feel what I'm saying? It's very easy if you have that level. 'Cause for everybody, it's not easy. Just having that level of discernment, like. When you was the first person I seen when you walked there, and it was that energy you brought in. It was charismatic, but it was also very respectful and very
calm. I was just trying to be calm.
like chill, and I was just like, you good.
And I was dealing with my own nerves. You feel me? I look real calm, but I'm nervous too.
I was like, you good, Stank. And you was like, she did the smile like.
That's a little calm smile.
Yeah, I was like, she a little cute. She look cute. I like that. I like that. And it was just like, you know, just when you meet somebody, and this is something VJ is really big on, but this is something that I'm really big on. Like, just when you meet somebody, you never know who you're talking to. So treat everybody with that same level of respect, because you never know what door that's going to open for you. It's going to open a door. It's going to open a vision. It's going to open something for you. So you can learn something from the doorman. You can learn something from the CEO.
Or an angel unaware.
Yes.
Right? God can send somebody, be an angel, and you done cursed them out, and you just lost your blessing.
Right.
Watch what you say. Watch what you do. Be, you know what I'm saying? Hallelujah.
You feel me?
Hallelujah.
Yo, this was a powerful episode. Like, I'm so grateful. We so grateful to have you on Making Moguls. Yo, this is not the beginning.
Glad
this
I was
is
here,
the,
yo.
This is the start. This is the start of a seed, and it's gonna blossom from this. Like, this was the water. This little rainy day definitely watered some shit. Feel what I'm saying? Almost blew our boo away. You know what I'm saying? But y'all already know. Y'all need to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes, y'all do.
Hit the notification
Hit
bell.
the notifications.
Follow us on Instagram. Join the Facebook group. Look up Making Moguls.
Everywhere. And understand, you either gonna win with us,
or you watch us win, baby.
and we got a whole giveaway, my guy. Like a whole
road to 1,000 subscribers. We're giving away 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. Liddy, you want to go on vacation?
I do.
Come on.
All right, I got look. Liddy about to go on vacation.
Y'all should come with me. I get
Boom.
lit.
That's how we handle it. So make sure y'all tap in. It's on the Instagram page, it's on the Facebook page.
Let's go.
We share it all the time. We just want to make sure that y'all win with us, because y'all gonna be tight when y'all watching other people win.
Right.
I'm telling you, just come through.
And we're not here to make y'all mad. We're here to make y'all moguls.
You feel what I'm saying? In the next 6 months, your network
Gonna increase 20%.
You feel what I'm saying?
Add an extra source of income. Mark my words, baby.
Apply them jewels. It's also, but y'all listen, take heed, take that information in, and apply the jewels.
Can
I shout one more thing out?
Go ahead.
Yo, I also make pussy ass trays. You feel me?
Yeah,
pussy
Yo,
ass trays.
Get on my Instagram and look through the videos and shit. They fire, all right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. Check them out if you like that. If you want dope, all right? Yeah, check it out. It's artwork. It could be used as an ashtray or a few little, rings, whatever. But yeah, just check it out.
Come on, this is
That's what I'm gonna say.
this is a creative, like in her divine essence right now. You feel what I'm saying? Happy Monday. We outside. Find me on Instagram @_melanin royalty, where the energy is tasted and the love is felt.
Baby.
And follow my chef page @_empresses. I'm going crazy. Yes. I promise you. I'm coming back, y'all.
Yeah, as you should.
Real soon. We outside, inside. As you know, I got the illest co-host,
Sir Vijano Alexander. It is Vijano.
Yes.
It's just that simple.
Yes.
VE_JANO. If you can't find me, you ain't looking hard enough. You can also follow, if you're really into that travel stuff, Catch a Flight Vacations. It's
Follow
just that
Catch a
simple.
Flight.
Catch a Flight Vacations on all social medias.
Follow Cannabaddies.
Follow Cannabaddies.
What's good?
Cannabis lifestyle brand. Shout out to the whole community.
Let's
Pouring
go.
my heart out to everybody.
What's good?
We pulling it together.
Shout out to Dom Smith
Shout out
Productions.
to Dom Life Productions. Shout out to Celebs in Fashion. Shout out to Scoop. There it is. Scoop. There it is. Because it's about to be summertime and the ice cream going to be outside.
Let's go. Shout out to our production team on the ones and twos. Cuban Hound, Ispaz, Chrissy, what's good? Like, if y'all not following them, y'all better follow the Spittles. What's good? What's good? Tuesday we live, baby. We outside. New Heat Studios. If y'all need some
for creatives,
there's
one here and one being built. So you're gonna pick with us.
What's good?
Yeah.
What's
Either
good?
You gonna win with us,
or you watch us win. Happy Monday.
Bow.